What's good, y'all? It's your boy Mike. Welcome to the Soul by Soul YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If this is your first time here, or if you've been here for a minute and you like what you see today, please hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel. Now you see right next to me a stack of New Balance sneakers. As the title says, we're gonna do a little bit of comparison of the hottest New Balance models that are out right now. Before we get into the video, I do want to say to those that have been rocking with Soul by Soul for a little while or from day one, I know there's been a little bit of a hiatus. You know, we're getting some things organized in the back end, and for the rest of the year, we're giving you that consistent coverage on sneakers, on the culture, on all of the above, man. So please stay tuned for this video and what we have in store for you for the rest of 2022. So as you can see in front of me, we're gonna cover 3 silhouettes from the New Balance brand. New Balance, of course, has been on the rise, and I've seen in certain weeks for certain sneakers, they're shooting past Nike and Adidas, who have more of a stake in the game. But I think New Balance, like we've been saying, they're just on a come up, man. So in front of me today, I have a pair of the 550s, I have a pair of the 2002 Rs, and then I have a pair of the 9060s. So each of these models have been featured in various collaborations. I think definitely when we think of New Balance resurgence, we think of the 550s. You know, going back to that classic basketball model. I don't know how they played in this, but we've seen a lot of colorways and a lot of collabs. ALD being a very premium kind of collaboration on the 550, but I had to get a pair to see what the hype was for myself, as well as the 2002 R. Now I do have a pair in the Conversation Amongst Us pack, but I needed to try out another colorway, and this is the newer iteration of the Protection pack that we saw that did super well, was in a collaboration. And then right here at the end, a pair of the 9060s, the newest pair on the block, but I think definitely one to note. I actually got this through Concepts, a little early access on their website. I like the color, I liked it for the fall season. Yes, a little bulkier than the other two, but I think definitely a dope sneaker as well. So bring it in, I'll show you a closer look. Let me start us off with the 550. I think more of a modern classic. The look definitely, you know, in appearance screams aesthetically pleasing. You know, I think that boils down to how they do the layering on the upper of the sneaker. You know, even the midsole and the outsole, it just looks like it has good function, you know. And I think for now, for 2022, this aesthetic is sort of a standard, you know, something that has a little athleticism to it, but is not too over the top. And I think what they're doing well with the 550s, they're just tying in the subtle colorways. This is definitely more of a basic one, but you've seen 2 or 3 tone New Balance 550s that just look really good. Now, when it comes to actually putting these on, I put these on, I tried these on because I've been trying to figure out what size might work for me. I went true to size. I went with a 12. I think if I went a half size down like sometimes recommended, it would have been way too snug, because although it's a little bit of room here on the heel part for my true to size 12, the toe box part, it's just not comfortable for me. I kind of have a wide foot, so this mid area kind of feels a little too tight on the foot. So I think overall, not a sneaker that I would appreciate for the comfort. However, for the aesthetic, if you find a really dope colorway that you like, I think having 1 or 2 of these in the collection is great. Initially, when I thought of these sneakers, I thought I would have 4 or 5 pair of them, but even with these, I might return them. So next up, the 2002 R. Let me first start by saying comfort value, it's there. I have the Conversation Amongst Us pair. I know that comfort would be right on target, so that's why I decided to try for these, and I got them. Definitely not a hard cop in this Mirage Gray, I believe, colorway. this is part of the new iteration of the protection pack. So we know the OG protection pack, very, very exclusive at this point. You know, it's gonna run you some dollars on the resale market. However, if you wanted a pair in a more subtle colorway, you know, less going on with sort of the layering and the material, but still kind of a cool option, I'd go with one of the newer versions of the protection pack. You can see cool features like the foam exposed tongue. Hopefully you could see that there. I do like the layering and the patterning here. You know, good suede material, but overall comfort, super dope. You can see that this is kind of made for walking, running, so on your feet. I'll wear it for a longer period of time, but I think that it would also just hold up really well. Some people might say going a half size down. I went true to size. There's a little bit of room. However, you tie these bad boys up, lace them up real nice, and I don't think you really feel that much of a difference with the true to size, but I think the comfort is key on this pair. I definitely recommend the 2002R. So now heading into the 9060, this is of course the most dynamic pair, I think, of the three that I have, because of colorway, but also shape. You know, it's kind of undeniable how this shape kind of comes about. You know, it's almost like a horseshoe here at the bottom. It's different, it's different. I think the inspiration is playing off of the 99 blank series. So the 990s, 993, 2s, etc. And then combining that to create, you know, this newer silhouette. I like it. You know, it was eye-catching. What really kicked it off was Frankie doing that review on the Joe Freshgoods pair, which I think they really have something special because of the colorway. This model right here is called the Workwear colorway, and it released alongside a navy pair. The navy pair I felt like was, you know, the safer color to choose out of the two. This one screamed fall to me, and then I was like, you know what, it kind of adds that elevated look, a little bit more challenging to pull off with a fit, but I'm down for the challenge. You have the N kind of bold face here, but then with a more stitch look on the interior side of the sneaker. Comes with sort of this pointy look at the top, which is also interesting. So, I mean, I've had this shoe for a little while now, and I'm just thinking, is this gonna be too hard for me to pull off right now, or do I simply have too much in the collection right now? I recommend it. The comfort is also there. Frankie keeps stressing that to me, and as I probably wear this more, I'll see that. But I think colorway wise, it's something different. Clearly stands out more so in my collection from my other New Balance sneakers, so something to consider. So let's get back to the bigger view. But as you see here, I kind of covered a little bit of detail on each of these sneakers, and if you're looking for any more detail on a particular model or silhouette, if you want to talk about the 550, 2002R, 9060, please leave a comment below. You know, we could definitely do a more expansive or more detailed look on either of these sneakers. We know that right now, New Balance is hot, and we're just happy to be here. We've picked up some more New Balance silhouettes, and that's what's catching our eye. So we figured, why not do a closer look on some of the silhouettes that are popular. Now, everything I have up here, not a collab, you know, not something that's super hype, affordable, sitting at certain places, certain boutiques, and we'll leave, you know, links in the description of this video, but a sneaker that you could get under 200. This one hovers around 100. So it's not a bad look at all to kind of dive into the fall season with some New Balance models. If you like what you see in today's video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new out here, and follow us on Instagram @_soul by soul. We post a lot of our sneaker content there as well. And until next time, y'all, stay well, peace out, we'll catch you.